Shiny Happy People by R.E.m. is today's song, and this is a real song of my youth. I have very fond memories of listening to this song and seeing my parents dance in the kitchen when I was a kid. And it's something I've been doing recently with my daughter Emily. She loves this song, and so I was really excited to learn it. I'm really pleased to be sharing it with you today. We're going to be breaking down all the sections. We'll go through all of the chords and the strumming, and then of course that iconic picking part. If you find the video useful, please don't forget a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel if you're new here, remembering as you do so to ring that bell. There'll be a tab of my transcription available to all members of my Patreon group where you can help support my work here for as little as $3 per month. Let's zoom in and break it down. So we are in standard tuning, and the song opens in 6/8 time. Now, if you don't know what 6/8 is, I definitely recommend you check out my previous video, which broke that down in great detail. Essentially, what you need to know for this song is that 6/8 has 2 beats to every measure. We're in a count of 2, and it's going to be G to E minor, to B minor, and to C. So it's going to be a 1, 6, 3, 4 progression in the key of G major. So 1 and a 2 and a E minor, 2 and a B minor with the bar shape, and C and a 2 and a, on the repeat, B minor. We're going to go into a 4 on the C chord. 1, 2, 3, here we go. So that measure number 8, when that C comes on the second time, you're going to strum 1, 2, 3, 4, going into then the intro, which is the chorus part. We have this iconic little lick, this riff, whatever you want to call it, and we'll go through that in just a moment, but the chords that are underneath that, this is at 16 seconds in the tune, we move into E major, and the chord progression is essentially 2 beats B, 2 beats E, and then A for 4. So it's B, 2, E, and A, 2, 3, 4, B, 2, E, and A, 2, 3, 4. Now what I hear in the original recording is some slight variations to that, namely the B, instead of this A-shaped bar using this third finger to bar across strings 4, 3, and 2, what I hear is more of a B sus4. So that's nothing on string 6, A2, D4, G4, B0, and E0. Those high strings 1 and 2 are open. That gives us a voicing root 5, root, root 4. The E up on the top, that is the 4th of the B sus4. So I hear that, but going to the regular E, and then going to an A sus2. So A, open up the B string, A sus2, so nothing on the E, A0, D2, G2, B0, E0, A sus2. So again it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, strumming that A twice. So it's done 4 times. Now the strumming, nothing faster than 8th notes as we do this, but the rhythm that I'm going to be introducing when I hear in the song is a 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, just like that. There's a 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Now on the second time, there's a slight variation on that for the A strings. We go down, down, 1, 2, and 4, and down, down, up, down, up. Just a couple of variations. Just stick with 1 if you don't want to mix it up. But I'm going to play you through the intro chords with the strums as I hear them. Okay, 2, 3, 4. The lead part over that goes a little something like this. Begins on the and after beat 1, and we've got 2 16ths, so it's and a 2, 1 and a 2. So we're picking string 1 at the 2nd fret, and then we pull off that note. We flick, pull the string down, so it flicks off to articulate, so we hear the open E string. 1 and a 2, so it's and then we pick again, that 2nd fret, and a 2. So we go and a 2 and 3. So it's 2 open, 2 open, B open. And a 2 and 3, 4 and you pick that B string twice on beat 4. And a 2 and 3, 4 and. Then on the 1 of the 2nd measure, you're going to hammer on the 2nd fret to the note of C sharp. And you pick the E again. So that 2nd measure is C, E, B, F sharp, E, C, E, B, F sharp, E. That together. A little faster. You'll notice that the strings, they're ringing in. You're letting ring on this. It gives it that the sound of the original. That's the first time. And the 2nd time, it's slightly different ending. You hold the E string like this. 3, 4. Okay. The 3rd time, again. You go F sharp E on the end, and then the other variation goes like this on the 4th time. So that 2nd measure, we go C sharp E, B, F sharp E, B. So the intro, and this is the chorus part all together, goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. As the verse hits in 31 seconds, then we have some triad shapes, I believe. I was listening to this really closely for a good while and found just one live performance on YouTube, the performance on Saturday Night Live back in 1991. And this is what I think I hear Pete Buck playing. So it's an F sharp minor triad across string set 1, that's strings 1, 2 and 3. So I'm barring down in the 2nd fret for an F sharp minor triad. And then the and of beat 3, 1, 2, 3, and we go to this grip. So I've lifted the finger, I keep on fret 2 of the G string, and then it's open B, open E. You can name this one of 2 ways. You could call this an A sus2, or you could call it an E sus4. I was gone for an A sus2 name for this. Let's call it an A sus2. So it's F sharp minor, sus, F sharp minor, sus, and then it goes to an A sus2 rooted upon string 5. So it's A0, D2, G2, B0, E0. A sus2 for a 4 count, and then we go to E major. There's 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and A sus, E major, F, da, 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 da. that's going to be done 4 times. The strumming, we're in some 8th notes for that to get a little more closer to the original song. The rhythm you could do would be down, down, up, 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 down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. The old faithful on those 4 chord shapes. So it's down, down, up, change, down, down, up, up. The chord change coming on the up strum. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, E, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Like that. Now what confuses things a little bit, I think where there's some confusion as to the chords, is that Mike Mills' bass playing is all over the place. He was very well known for his very melodic bass parts, so the bass part is jumping all over these chords, so we get in the bass line, so over those, above those, rather below those triads. So you could put the bass parts into your chords should you wish, if you're doing this by yourself. So that would be an F sharp minor bar, we're just adding in the F sharp and the D4 to the A sus2, but with the E from the E on string 4, E2, and then the F sharp minor again, almost the full bar, but we're not playing string 6, so it's nothing on string 6, A4, D4, G2, B2, E2. And then as you go to the sus again, you're going to do it with the B, what's maybe commonly known as an E sus4 grip, but nothing on string 6, so that's nothing on 6, A2, D2, G2, B0 and E0. And that ends then upon the A sus2, so it's F sharp. Then you can hear that bass part in there. What you need to do is, if you're doing that though, is just making sure that anything that shouldn't be ringing out is muted. So as I play that, the tip of the 3rd finger is touching string 5, my thumb is over the top muting out string 6, that gives me more freedom with the strumming hand. Okay, it's getting a little closer to more the band sound just on the one guitar. That progression is played 4 times, and then at 103 we move back just temporarily into G. It's a very cool sound. From the E chord we go down, gold and silver shine. Diddly-dee-ding. So that's essentially 2 measures of the G chord, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, to 2 measures of the E, 2 and 3 and. Strumming basically how you'd like. I have the exact strumming patterns in the tab that's available for members of my Patreon group. That's the chords, but if you wanted to again get the bass line in there, you could do a sort of descending bass part within there. You could go G over the F sharp. We're adding in the open E string, so it's on string 6, string 6, it's 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open string, and then you could strum it from the D string, that would be your D bass note, dum, da, dum, da. So that pre-chorus, let's call it, with the bass part added in would be something like this. And then 110, we're into the chorus, Shiny Happy People. The chorus at 110 is the same as it was before. Or rather, same as the intro. That's what's going on in the lead, and those chords are the same as we mentioned before. 125 in verse 2, it's the same again as we had in verse 1, 4 times of the following progression: F sharp, sus, F sharp, sus, A, sus, 2, E. Again, it's doing that 4 times. 156, again the pre-chorus. Chorus at 203, same as it was before. Break at 219, it is the intro again, so we find ourselves once more in the key of G in 6/8. Again, it was G. C chord once again, and it's the chorus into the outro, and that is a repeat to fade. It's the chorus progressions just repeating the B. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, B, down, 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 and over that. It's all there, repeat to fade. Shiny Happy People, there it is. So there we go, Shiny Happy People by R.E.m. Absolute classic tune, a lot of fun to play and learn, and I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Again, if you did, don't forget a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more lessons like this coming at you very soon. If you'd like to help support my work, you can do so via Patreon, or you can go and check out my online shop where I have my free ebook, Fretboard Mastery, your guide to learning the notes of the fretboard in just a few days. Thank you guys, practice well, and I'll see you again very soon.